And we are live. And we're up on Steam as well. Fantastic. And it doesn't look like we have any drops either. That is wonderful. Okie dokie. Welcome everybody to the PuyoGB Open FIFA tournament for Puyo Champions Day 1. I am your host, Blue Hair K. I'm just kidding, it's WizKid Was! And yeah, this is pretty much it. We're just about to start the tournament. It starts at 6 p.m. British Standard Time, British Summer Time. And right now it's 17:58. And so we just have to wait for the bracket to start. In the meantime, to pass the time, I will be stepping into ranked to fill in the time. And, you know, show off some of the gameplay as well, because, you know, this game's only just come out today. So why don't we just jump into it and see how it is? The audio will cut out every now and then. That's not an issue. That is just me looking onto Discord to make sure I'm there when the tournament begins. So it looks like we're against Meow. Almost messing up my chain. Lovely stuff. One. I was playing a bit of FIFA mode, preparing for the tournament, and I really like Ali's voice in this game now. They did her really well.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Playing a bit risky with these yellows. But I've got this chain actually.
2.
3.
1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's my first 13 chain of Puyo Champions.
11. This
2.
Alright.
Ignition. See you next time.
It's a pretty good start if I say so myself. Of course, I'm not only streaming to YouTube or Twitch, but this is also on Steam as well. So if any of you want to watch on Steam, that is an option.
1.
1, 2. Emission.
Ow! 1, 1, 2.
1, 2.
And let's finish this off.
1, 2.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last light. See you next time.
It's a good start. This is, looks like it bodes well in the tournament for me. Finishing blow lucky, apparently. Okay, checking Discord. Doesn't seem like we've started, even on the start time. That's fine. Delays happen. In the meantime, whilst we have this event. Alright, if people are saying lower the game audio, I'll do that. And whilst we're here, you know, we've got this going on today, but we have other events going on that are going to include Puyo Champions at later dates. First one is PuyoGB is going to be at Celtic Throwdown. That's August 31st, September 1st. We're going to have Puyo Puyo Tetris there with slot mode, and also Puyo Champions mode for a regular Puyo tournament. Of course, if we go overseas to France at Stunfest, Blue Hair K has been teaming up with Bio and .fr to help organize a Puyo Champions tournament, officially endorsed by Sega with a 1,500 euros prize pot, as you can see. And also, all the events are great, but one thing we'd want everyone to do is to try out the game itself. So you see on the Steam page, it'll look something like this, Puyo Champions. It is £7.99 in £7.99 in the UK, €8.99 for European countries, $9.99 for the USA. It's a very cheap game, and it's very much worth it. Let's check. Is it time? I'm checking the brackets. I actually don't have a match round 1. Due to the odd number of people, some people are being given buys, and I seem to be one of them. Alright, the call to check in has just been made. So I shall be checking into the bracket. We've got a lot of people here. How many people in the tournament? It won't even tell me. Thanks, challenge. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We've got 26 entrants into this. That is actually pretty mega. To have 26 people is pretty great. Anyhow, I'll open up Champions again so that way you have audio. Since I don't have a round 1, the plan is, since I don't have a match round 1, I will spectate Omega Driver versus Fourskier, as the winner of that match will be up against me. Let's check the world rankings to pass the time. As we see... Uh-oh! That is unfortunate. However, these bugs have been reported to Sega, and we've had official word from them that they are being looked at. If we look in Great Britain, we've got Minolinsky as the #1 right now. Look at Minol go. Ignition, Rory the Fiend, IID, who actually met at Play Expo this weekend. And Trisha, I love Epic Kane. Hey, that's me, I'm number 8. Rocking my Rafisol icon. So yeah, many, if not all of the people here are part of the PuyoGB community. We are officially recognized by Sega of Europe as the official British Puyo Puyo community. We work around trying to raise awareness of Puyo, try and get it in more competitive events. We go around to all sorts of conventions. Just this weekend, just gone by, we were at Play Expo Manchester. I was there with Cherno and Wumi. And we helped host 2 Puyo tournaments there, one in swap mode and one in just Puyo, with Puyo Puyo Tetris. And there's other events that we go to. I've already advertised Celtic Throwdown, that is in Ireland. There's also events in Glasgow. We've been to events down in London. We were at Manchester Comic Con last year as well, so we're not limited to just gaming events. We helped participate, this is back in 2018, in PC Gamer Weekender. And that was also with Sega of Europe, with the Steam release of Puyo Puyo Tetris. Okay. It appears there have been some dropouts on the bracket. People are looking for their games, but a few people may not have shown up. Let's see, I'm refreshing the brackets. Nothing's changed. It seems there's a bit of confusion over whether the brackets here are finalized or not. In the meantime, I shall play another match in Puyo 2 mode. Let's go with Lagnus this time.
A hero always prevails.
Seems my opponent is setting up a GTR. I, as always, am using my trusty stairs. Let's get hashtag stairs hype in the chat, please. Because it's hype when you've got stairs hype. We're going to attack with a very big power chain here.
3, 4.
We're going to pop 16 Puyo at once.
7, 8.
160 for 190. That's a very powerful chain. And that is...
You may trust in my power.
Of course, if you wonder how to do metas like these, Blue Hair K has helped Sega of Europe in creating tutorial videos for this game. So if you need tutorials, there are videos up on YouTube. They're shown up on Twitter as well and other platforms. And they are tutorials to help newer players learn the games and explain some of the how Puyo works in general, to help get more new people to learn the game. Do I go for this?
1.
Let's go a bit stylish,
2,
everyone.
3. Listen to this.
1, 2.
The style paid off, everyone.
3.
Look at this.
2.
This is the end. 6,
By popular request.
7,
This
8.
is the end.
9, 10, 11. My ultimate strike.
My ultimate strength. I really like Lagnus' voice in this game.
Do-re-mi.
You may trust in my power.
He's got such a great voice, because, like, Lagnus' whole shtick is that he's kind of, like, a parody of, like, generic RPG heroes, and his voice really fits that bill. Alright, it seems matches have begun. Yep. Let's see. I'm going to ask. Okay. Let's see. It seems everyone's ready and everyone's starting. Okay. In the meantime, let's check out the Raph is all bad. Looks, why are you doing this to me? Yes, that was Rulers 15 team, Ben. When they bring Puyo Champions to the Epic Game Stores, also Origin. I guess in the dark future where where Epic buy out Sega. But no, a Puyo Champion, Steam is the most accessible PC store platform of all. Okay. It seems that we've got a few no-shows still. This is a good stress test for my laptop because I'm technically running 2 streams at once. In the meantime, we will get prepared to spectate a match. Of course, once the 3rd player joins, I will leave and rejoin. Alright, I've just let in the room host for Scare. Now what's happening? So this first round I'll be spectating if both players are here. We've got Fosuke here. We are waiting for Omega Driver. And the winner of that proceeds to round 2 and into the bracket with me. We've got Fosuke from Mexico. And we are still waiting on Omega Driver. In the meantime, let's go over the events we're going for anyone that has joined afterwards. August 31st, September 1st, PuyoGB will be at Celtic Throwdown in Ireland. We'll have a Puyo Tetris tournament in swap mode and a Puyo Puyo Champions tournament in Puyo. Thanks to Crumptain for this art. He does a lot of art for our posters, so many thanks to him. If we shift overseas to France at Stunfest, BioN.fr have worked with Blue Hair K to get Sega backing an official Puyo Puyo Champions tournament with a €1,500 prize pot, which is that's a lot of money. So that's another step of like official big scale Puyo tournaments that will be in France. 18th of May, so that is within 2 weeks, about 11 days. And of course, if you want to get in Puyo Champions, it might help to get the game itself. It's available on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and of course PC on Steam. You are seeing the front of the Steam page here. If you are in the UK, it's £7.99. If you're in Europe, it'll be €8.99, and if you're in the USA, it'll be $9.99. Back to the game. We are still waiting. Still waiting for Forcegear's opponent. If they, if a Mega Driver does not show up, Forcegear will be given the win. Because, well, Forcegear's here and Omega Driver's not, so Omega Driver would be a no-show, and Forcegear would win, and then be put against me, so it helps that I'm in here. We are still waiting. This isn't very BioWare of you, missing opponent. Ah, yes, I was going to bring that up if when the game started. As there is no Echo in this game, Blue Hair K and myself have decided that the hashtag character cam of this game will be Ali. So we had hashtag Echo cam in Puyo Puyo Tetris. You've got hashtag Ali cam in Puyo Puyo Champions. We are streaming this tournament to YouTube, Twitch, and also Steam. For those who are watching in Steam, I'd recommend shifting to PuyoGB's YouTube channel or twitch.tv/PuyoGB, as your chat messages there will show up on stream, and I can respond to them. Okay. So the format for this tournament, I should probably go whilst the games are going. Whilst we're waiting for a Mega Driver to appear again. For all the tournament rounds, it will be a 1st to 3 for Fever. And then for the winners final, losers final, and grand finals, they will be 1st to 5s. It is double elimination. PC version only, because there is no crossplay. Unfortunately, that is just a thing that isn't exactly possible with the current states of consoles. We are past the start time of the tournament. It was start at 6 p.m. British Summer Time. It is now 6:20 p.m. British Summer Time. And for reporting the results on challenge, only the winner of the fixture can do it. We see results are already in. Mr. Boot Camp has won 3-0 versus Com B. Acliff Tack has won 3-0 versus Sad Color. So those two have been knocked to the losers bracket. We are waiting for other matches to be completed or for other players to still arrive. It seems the time has passed and Forcegear will be given an automatic win. So once Force Gear also returns, I see. I think I should be able to handle the scores. Give me a moment. If the stream lags a little bit, I apologize, as I am currently managing challenge. There we go. Alright, now I refresh the page, and I should have the ability, yep. There we go. And it seems we will now have the first match of the stream. Of course, Falscare told me. It seems we have a little friend that has joined us. Once Falscare returns, we can just boot them out. Because it seems that they should not be here. Falscare left to get a drink whilst waiting for his opponent. So, there we go, the other person's left. Yeah, it's the first 3 round with only 1 match. 1 set, I should say, first of 3. Teapot be gone, indeed. So, at fast gear. So, when fast gear's just come back, so whenever we're ready, we can go. Okay. There we go. Alright, so, first of 3, it's a Wizkid Roz versus Falscare.
Love conquers all.
We've got memories of Puyo Puyo playing in the background. It seems we have a bit of connection delay. No worries, we saw in the lobby that the connection was slightly poor. But it's working pretty well considering there's like 2 bars at most.
1, 2.
I've been playing with Ali a little bit before the tournament. I do really like her drop set.
2, 3.
So I've got an early attack off from full scare.
Love.
I've managed to counter it with a 7 chain.
Brave heart. Why me?
Why me?
Aww,
And that's
see you
going to be
next
enough
time.
garbage to top them out. Alright, ready, start. Alright, 1 chain poke from Falscare. I do hope I'm saying that right, because I could be saying it wrong. And if I am, I apologize, Falscare. Okay, we've got stairs and sandwich. There is a bit of delay between each piece, but that is just the slower connection.
1,
We are sending once. Falscare's got his full chain off.
3.
I'm going to set mine off. A strong 5 into a 6 for Falscare. Okay.
6.
I've noticed the rune's been set to first to 2 rather than first to 3.
Love. 8.
I have a 10 chain to counter his chain.
9.
And I shall be entering Fever mode. For those who don't know, Fever Mode gives you pre-built chains, and you have to clear them. If you successfully clear them, you get bigger chains.
2, 3, 4, 5. Great heart! Aww. See you next time.
Okay, that's 2-0 to me, so we should need one more game. I think Falskir might have messed that up a little bit. There we go, I think he's realised. Ooh, what's this song?
1.
It sounds familiar. I definitely recognize it. Today on Does WizKid Was recognize a Puyo song? A lot of ones being sent.
1.
1.
1.
Right, I'm going to set up my chain first this time.
2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. I'm on fire today. Dragon 7. Here it comes.
Alright, Falskir's in
9.
Fever Mode. I have an 11 chain.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Love
Dragon
light.
Claw. Rawr. Hear me roar! Why me?
And that will be for me winning 3-0 over Falskir.
Why me? 1.
Oh, there goes my chain.
3, 4, 5, 6. Great! I'll see you next time.
So that is 3-0. It seems Falskir's not realised that.
1, 2. Fire breath!
So we'll just end the set right here like this.
I'm no match. Sorry, you never stood a chance.
So just end the set quickly. Alright.
Aw, see you next time.
Okay, that is 3-0 to me, and then we just ended the set. Alright. I won 3-0 there. So let's report that. 3-0. Oh. Falskir to the loser bracket. I proceed. Here, okay. I will sing a reminder to everyone to set it to first of 3. In the meantime, I'm looking at the bracket. It seems I've got to wait for Avi Vix, a negative edge lord. Winner of those two will go against Noob Not. Winner of those two will go against me. In the meantime, I've already done that. Yes, a reminder for the tournament. Whichever character you pick, you are locked into that character for the rest of the tournament. So in my case, I will be locked into using Ali, which is fine by me. I like that. I've sent to see it seems okay. It seems there is potential that Yoshi 100 AUS could go against Aklavtak, and if that is the case, I will be displaying that match on stream, as that is, well, that's going to be a huge match. Yoshi 100 is very much the best player in Australia, and Aklavtak is a top Japanese player. This makes up for the lack of playable Rapid Soul. We are still waiting for the setup. In the meantime, once again, going over the different events that PuyoGB has. Of course, we are hosting this PuyoGB Open Champions Fever tournament, hashtag PGB Open, which is for day one on of Puyo Champions international release. If we go August 31st, September 1st in Ireland, we'll be at Celtic Throwdown. We'll have Puyo Puyo Tetris for the swap tournament, and Puyo Puyo Champions with a Puyo Puyo tournament. Art done by the lovely Crumptain, who's done many of our posters before. And then if you go overseas to France, we will be at, well, we have helped BioWen.fr with organising with Sega a €1,500 prize pot Puyo Puyo Champions tournament in France. That's for Stunfest, which is that will be on the 18th of May, so very soon now, once again, in France. It's a lot of money, and, you know, that's pretty official. And, of course, we're doing all these events with Puyo Champions, but the important thing is having the game in the first place. Here you see the Steam page. It's for Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC on the Steam store. It is £7.99 in the UK, €8.99 in Europe, and $9.99 in the USA. Back to the gameplay. And of course, us ourselves, we are PuyoGB. We are the official British Puyo Puyo community. We are backed up by Sega. And we aim to excuse me. We aim to help promote Puyo Puyo all over England and such. and we wish to get Puyo into more competitive scenes all around England, make it more notable, and help Sega build it up to be a mainstay series that gets regular releases. And of course, regular competitive events as well, with official backing. The effects, Puyo Puyo has already been made worldwide. Of course, it appears at places like Animivo and CU Otaku, which are huge tournaments for fighting games, huge competitive scenes, and a lot of people do enjoy playing Puyo Puyo. PuyoGB itself, we go out to a lot of events. Just this weekend, we were out in Play Expo Manchester, and I was there with Cherno and Wumi. We hosted 2 tournaments in Puyo Puyo Tetris. We hosted a swap tournament and a Puyo only tournament. Both received very decent turnouts for what we had. And those were recorded and should be up on the PuyoGB channel. If not now, then very soon. We are along with Celtic Throwdown, we've mentioned. There's also going to be events in Glasgow. I believe there's another Play Expo in Glasgow that we will be in. That's in Scotland. There are a few things that happen further south of Manchester. We've been to Play Expo London, but we're not only limited to specifically gaming events, as we have been to Manchester Comic Con. Last year we held a stand there and held 2 tournaments there as well, in Puyo Puyo Tetris and Puyo Puyo Su, which were huge successes as well, and those are streamed. Okay. It appears that it seems that Akliv and Yoshi are ready to do the match, so in which case I shall be ready to join them and we shall spectate their match. There they are. Whoop. I have joined too early. Okay. And then it seems Akliv's joined the room now, so let's join back in. There we go. So we have Yoshi 100 AOS and Akliv Tak. Oh, Akliv's from Taiwan. Sorry if I said he was Japanese. Alright, everyone in the chat, let's get hashtag AliCam. So this is Yoshi versus Akliv in the FIFA tournament, 1st to 3. This is round 3 of the winner's bracket. We've got hashtag AliCam in the chat. So let's watch the 2 play. Both players starting off with GTR. Yoshi 100 using Rulu, who will very much gain the support of Blue Hair K. And we've got Akliv Tak running with CL. CL is a new character for Puyo Champions.
I see now. 2, 3.
Oh, a 3-chain harass. But Yoshi's launched off with his full chain.
7, 8.
A lovely 9-chain from Yoshi. And Akliv only has a 5-chain to try and counter. That will get him
Devising
Fever Mode.
contingencies. 1, 2. Rock punch. Stop. 1.
Ooh, sends garbage in the Fever Mode, but there is space there to use the blues to extend. But will he get the blues in time? He's just about to get the blues. No, he tops himself out.
Did you enjoy
Oh,
my
a
technique?
poor misdrop there from Akliv. Unfortunate. Alright, both players going GTR again. Akliv needing a bit of a tall structure with the yellows there, as his extra blue is in column 2. Oh, but he's going to use that to try and create an extension.
1,
And he's got a 5 of his chain already.
3, 4, 5.
That is going to be a lovely power 8 into a 9 chain from Akliv. He is firing back from his mistake last match.
7.
Yoshi also with a 9 chain, but lacking the power, so he's still got 74 garbage remaining. He's trying to extend the fever chain he's been given. That is something you can do, extend your fever chain.
2.
So not only do you get a bigger
3,
fever chain next time, but you can make your current chain more
3,
powerful.
4.
And it's a
6,
7 chain from Aclive.
Exploding me!
Aclive keeping up the pressure. Yoshi's got nothing. It's going to be 1-1.
Oh no! You'll pay for this! All according to calculations.
CL is one of the characters from the game that originated in Puyo Puyo Quest. Alongside CL were Hartman, Sultana, Head, and Penglai. All from Puyo Puyo Quest that have made the promotion to official Puyo game. CL shares Klug's drop set for this game. Drop sets are exclusive to Fever mode, and it determines what kinds of Puyos you'll get. So you see sometimes there are
Clear
the big Puyos that you can change colors, or sometimes there'll be a group of 3.
1.
Ooh, a
2.
nice poke from Aclive
I see
here.
now. 1.
Yoshi doesn't have much, but he will be able to stave it up a little bit.
2.
But Aclive's attacking further, and that's going to be a lot of garbage. Yoshi's going to be
1.
struggling. He is
1.
in trouble here.
2.
He can try and keep it going. He's surviving. He's in fever mode.
Keep up.
And this is the beauty of fever mode. You can make comebacks
2.
like this.
3. 4.
Whereas in Sumo mode, it might be more
1.
difficult, but in
2.
fever mode,
Within
it's
projections.
entirely
4.
possible. Oh, and
2.
Yoshi's got an
3.
all clear
4.
in his fever. That gives 5 extra seconds of time and gives you a much larger chain. Oh, but he doesn't get any blues to make his chain happen. He has to let the garbage fall. He can tank it in fever and then let it drop there. No, he's got run out of time. And he's topped out in fever.
Claws penal
And
according to calculations.
it is 2-1 to Aclive. Yoshi at risk of being sent to loser's bracket. Both players starting with GTR again.
I'm no match. 1.
Small poke. Ooh, blocks the chain trigger for Aclive. Though I don't think that'll be too much of an issue, as he can use that to extend his
1.
chain.
2.
Aclive's thinking about it. Ooh. Looks like Aclive's
1.
readying a poke.
1,
Yes.
2.
Calls
see now.
Yoshi's 2-chain poke
Dare
with a
you.
3-chain poke. Tanks the nuisance. Doesn't
1.
block him off.
2.
Yoshi could still use that for his
2.
chain.
1.
They're both poking at each
2.
other.
2.
Oh, Yoshi's going with his full
now.
chain as Aclive is
Clear
waiting
them
for
all.
his to set up.
5. 6.
Aclive tried to build up.
7. Explodish right.
Aclive's managed to make
2.
it. Yoshi's in fever mode, is working on extending his first
5.
chain.
6. 7. All within projections.
9 chain from Aclive.
Contingencies. 1.
Oh, Yoshi has messed up his extension, only gets a 4 chain. That is going to hurt a lot. He's not going to be able to counter the garbage over his head. And Aclive's in fever mode as well.
6.
And gets a successful 8-chain extension.
A foregone conclusion.
Yoshi is finished. That is the end of that set.
Oh
Unfortunate.
You'll pay for
Aclive wins
this.
3-1
According to
over Yoshi.
calculations.
And so Aclive proceeds and Yoshi is sent to loser's bracket. That is a shock result, but with 2 giants going at it so early, one of them would have fallen so soon. Of course, though, double elimination, it is entirely possible that Yoshi can stage the run back and still win. That was 3-1 between Aclive and Yoshi. I will report the scores for them anyway. Okay, and that was quite a great win for Aclive. He has proceeded to round 4. Also proceeded to round 4. We are looking Void Pointers. Hurt has also proceeded to round 4. Current games that are still going. In the winners bracket, Rory the Fiend and Malachi Ku are still going. Noob Not and Negative Edgelord are still playing as well. In the losers bracket, we have Random Zombie versus Lux. Lose versus Omega, although I believe Omega is still a no-show. Aaron versus Avi Vix. And Bootcamp versus Sleepy Dare. Who needs Marvel when you have Puyo? Indeed, Crumptain. I am going to have my match soon, so I won't start anything. But what I can do is do more advertising. So we'll go straight to Puyo Puyo Champions. This is the game we are playing it on. It's released just today. Worldwide. It is a worldwide release. Well, pretty much worldwide, as far as I know. Anywhere you can have Steam. It is on Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This is the front of the Steam page. It is £7.99 in the UK, €8.99 in Europe, and $9.99 in America. Which is, you know, very cheap. It's a very cheap, very affordable Puyo game. And it is a very good competitive Puyo game if you wish to play against other people and try and test yourself against the world. This is the Puyo game to do it in. And of course, any future Puyo tournaments that PuyoGB will hold will more often than not be in Puyo Puyo Champions. Of course, if we go out to events, we may do Puyo Puyo Tetris with swap mode to make it accessible to more people at events. Such as in Celtic Throwdown on August 31st, September 1st, that is in Ireland. We will be having a swap tournament in Puyo Puyo Tetris, along with a Puyo tournament in Puyo Puyo Champions. Art here, done by the lovely Crumptain. He does a lot of the art for our posters, and we really appreciate his work. And also other Puyo Puyo Champions that are going on, officially endorsed by Sega, with the organized by Bio and FR with the help of PuyoGB, is Stunfest with a €1,500 prize pot, which is a lot of money. That is going on at 18th of May, which is only 11 days from now. That will be very soon, so look forward to that. Back to the stream. We are checking the brackets again. It seems Noobnot and Negative Edgelord are still playing. And I am waiting for them. I have seen both players in, so I know that both of them are there, not no-shows. We have pretty much taken out the no-shows by now, so it shall be running smoothly. Of course, some people might not like the eerie sirens right now, so let's bring back up the game. So, if for those of you joining just now, we are PuyoGB. We are hosting the PuyoGB Open Fever Tournament, which for the release day of Puyo Chronicles to commemorate the release of Puyo Puyo Champions. Excuse me there. I am WizKid1. Excuse me. Always have a bottle of water beside you. A friendly reminder to keep yourself hydrated. Yeah, I am WizKid1. I am your host for today. Normally you would see Blue Hair K in the PuyoGB streams, but instead you are here. Instead I am here as Blue Hair K is currently unavailable. He is on a family trip to Italy, and we hope he is having a good time. It seems Noobnot is ready for our game. So let's go. I believe I have Noobnot in my friends list. So I'll make it a private room. We got win count to 3, set to 2 players. Why not? Puyo Puyo Fever lovers, why not? Let us invite a friend. I do not have Noobnut, okay. In that case, I shall remake the room as public. There we go. The room is up for Noobnut, there we go. Noobnut from Germany, me from Great Britain. This should be fun. We are both ready to go. First of 3, as usual. Alright.
Love conquers all.
Carbuncle, rather notorious for having one of the largest drop sets. No, in fact, the largest drop set out of any Puyo character. Of course, that can be an advantage, as having more Puyos on the field means you have more Puyos for your chain, which of course is always helpful. But just because it is good doesn't mean it is necessarily the best. Sometimes you may get overwhelmed by the amount of Puyos you have. This seems to be a different version of Papoisty.
1, 2,
I'm gonna poke him with a 3 chain there.
1, go, 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 1,
I wish I had time to put the extra blue there,
2,
but if that's not the case, I'll just keep my main chain and go into Fever mode. So now I'm in Fever mode, but I still have my main chain saved
4,
for emergencies.
amazing, go,
And I have it all clear. This will give me 5 extra seconds and also a much bigger next chain. So instead of getting a 7 chain next, I will be given a 9 chain.
3, 4, all for love, 6, 7, 8, go, this is amazing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I have the advantage here with a bigger Fever chain and also the ability to extend this chain still. I've not heard Carbuncle's voice before, so this is interesting. Alright, round 1 goes to me.
See you next time.
This is a different Carbuncle to Puyo Puyo Tetris, which is interesting. It's
Go. 1, 2, go, go. 1, 2,
Alright, I've been sent garbage, which is no big deal right now.
go,
I can continue to fight back, because I've still got some in the chain.
2.
It's a 4 chain from Noobnut, it's a 4 chain from me.
Yeah.
They cancel each other out. I am going to get into Fever mode now.
Time to shine.
For those still unaware, the way you get into Fever mode is by offsetting or countering the Puyos above you.
5,
Every offset you do is 1 on the Fever gauge, seen in the middle of the screen.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, unfortunately for Noobnut, he got caught on the frame there and was not able to get his next piece, which would have let him to offset 1 more time and get into Fever mode. Here we go again. Noobnut is attacking early with a 3 chain and an all clear. He's going to set it off immediately. That's an easy 4 chain. All clears give you a 4 chain and 5 extra seconds to your Fever time. I'm going to attack back with a power 5 into a 6 chain. I almost didn't get that chain off. But it seems like that is it, and I've taken the set 3-0 against Noobnut. It was good games from Noobnut. He played well. He got that all clear, which is very good. Let's see now. Now to update the challenge bracket, as I am the winner, I need to do that. 3 to me, 0 to Noobnop. Submit scores. And already I am now next up against Void Pointer's Herd. I know that person and... I will make the room again. So we are waiting for Void Pointer's Herd, or just simply known as Void. In the meantime, let's quickly look at the stream's chat. Prepare for DLC, please, lads. I wouldn't be too opposed to DLC for this game, actually. If they added, like, the missing characters, say, like, Lemres, Ekolo, Klug, or characters from Puyo Chronicle, in which case just Rafisol. I'd be very biased, I would get Rafisol if she was added a DLC. But Void's here, so let's get into this. Void from Brazil, a very top player. I've played against him many a time before as well.
So be it.
It seems he has settled into Dark Prince for this tournament. Oh, we've got Rafina's team from Puyo 15th anniversary playing. Connection is slightly jittery, but that's just due to locations. Still running very well. It's definitely playable. I know sometimes in some games playing against foreign players can be a nightmare.
1.
So thankfully Sega have done a great job at making sure that isn't the case in this game. Which we very much appreciate. Because of course if we're trying to run tournaments like these, we need to hope for a smooth connection between all players wherever we can.
1.
Right, and now I'm setting off my chain.
2,
1.
It looks like Void has built up their chain as well, starting with the reds as the trigger. Are they going to attempt to extend with the blues? They are. Oh, they're going for the yellows.
9,
And they've gotten the pieces for it. I've got a 12 chain here, but
3. 5. 6.
it seems Noobnop has extended brilliantly, and Void has extended brilliantly there to also get a 12 chain, and it's completely countered. And I am rather overwhelmed. I do not have enough Puyos to try and get into fever mode,
3,
and he's already fever mode, and I am defeated this round.
1.
Nope, not even with a large player, I wasn't close enough to being in fever mode.
3. Calamity!
I'm no match.
You will never beat me.
It sounds like Xander Mobus has reprised his role as Dark Prince, which is wonderful, actually. I've got to say, at that round I was defeated fair and square on chain size.
1. 1. 2.
1,
Alright, both players sending
Two.
pokes at each other. Neutralizes it.
1. 2.
1,
2 chain poke from
1.
Void. Who is not having quite a precise answer for that.
1.
But does have potentially the start of his chain. Looks like it.
1,
1.
2,
I don't know why I'm referring to myself in third
2.
person.
4, 5,
But here's my chain being set off.
2.
7,
New Void is opting to go for fever mode and preserve their main chain.
Mercy for you.
It is another 12 chain from me though. Of course, last match when I got a 12 chain, I was still defeated. So, you know, I can't count myself as the victor just yet.
2. 3.
Anything can happen in Puyo Puyo, especially with fever mode. And it's a reminder that he still has his main chain ready to roll as well.
3,
So
4,
I am not quite safe victory yet.
7. Cataclysm.
But does he have the piece for his main chain? Can he stall for his main chain?
2,
It seems like he can, as he will have the big Puyo to be able to change the color to what he needs.
1.
But as he's trying to do that, he's broken down his chain,
Disaster.
and I have set off mine. That's not a cut with the greens as well. My chain fully works with a lovely GTR formation at the transition.
2, 3.
It is an 11 chain to follow up, but Void does have a very strong fever right now.
9, 10, 11, 12. Ascension.
But is that enough? Can he try and get into fever mode again?
1,
That is sometimes the trick with fever mode, is that you just need to try and preserve fever, get into it as many times as possible.
1,
Because if you can do that, you can try and keep making change, try and make the comeback.
2,
I'm going to keep the pressure up. It looks like Void has been able to get back into fever. I think now we might need to look at margin time kicking in.
2,
Margin time, of
3,
course, is if the game
4,
takes too long,
5.
the game will increase the amount of nuisance that is set by both players. Ooh, Void making a mistake on his chain though. That might hurt. That will lower the chain size he has for this chain.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ascension.
It doesn't seem like Void is able to get an all player. A valiant effort. He survived for a long time. He might have had the comeback on, but he is finished as I am applying the pressure still with an 8 chain, refreshing the nuisance point he's had over him. This is the magic of the exciting when they happen.
1,
These both players are opting just to build their chains. Oh, Void going for a 3 chain poke. I'm going to answer that with my full chain. He took a lot of resources to do that. However, he does have time to rebuild his main chain, and that is what he's trying to do. But my chain is near its conclusion. It is a 10 chain. Void is going to have to settle for maybe using the blues to set off his chain, or is he going to try and preserve his chain again and enter fever mode? Nope, he's setting off his main chain.
4,
He will get into fever mode.
6, 7. No mercy for you.
Which is lovely. We're getting a few pauses here and there, but that's fine. Connection
3,
is
4,
as good as it can be.
Cataclysm. Consider this a gift.
I'm going to keep the pressure up, keep the nuisance above his head, keep it on his mind, not give him a chance to relax when he's outside of fever mode, as he'll still have a nuisance over his head.
4,
Right now, I've got a power 8 into another 10 chain, keeping the pressure up.
1,
He's going to try and get back into fever mode.
2,
Of course, that is always the strategy. You want to keep fever mode as much as possible. Oh, he's taking the garbage. He can't counter anymore. It is 2-1 to me, and I am on the verge of getting past. And advancing to the semi-finals. If for those wondering, yes indeed, I will be, regardless of whether I'm in them or not, I will be streaming the winners, losers and grand finals, as per kind of what I have to do. Going to poke here.
2,
2.
It's a 3 chain poke from Void. I'm going to try and take that hit. Ooh, his garbage not falling quite where I'd want it to. I'm playing a little risky with the garbage so close to the top. But I've managed to get my main chain set off still,
One.
making a unique kind of stairs transition that I love to make personally.
5,
I've got no form of tail whatsoever though, so I'm just relying on this chain to be as big as it can.
9,
It is still a 12 chain though.
11.
1, 2,
See, all out from both players, you've seen many a 12 chain this set.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Enjoy. No mercy
Countered,
for you.
just very few garbage, but garbage nonetheless.
1, 2, 3.
And he's
4.
sending garbage and I'm not
Devastation.
receiving
Consider this
any
a
reds. And I am in
1,
trouble now
2,
as I am separated from my main chain.
4,
And the garbage is a coming.
Cataclysm. Consider this a gift. 1, 2,
I've got it back up here though with the reds.
5.
And that will get me into fever mode.
Cataclysm.
I do need to extend though. Ooh, a lengthy pause there is messing with my inputs there.
1,
Oh, one nuisance coming. If it lands in column 2, that'd be unfortunate, but it didn't.
1,
Got an ascension here from a 5 chain to a 7 chain.
4,
I will be needing everything I get.
6, 7.
Oh, it's to an 8 chain. Never mind, the yellow's also
2.
connected. Going to try and connect the blues and reds. Is it possible to get the greens? It is. Just don't mess up that. There we go.
1,
This is a nice extension
2,
from what would have been a 9 chain to, I believe, a 12 chain.
8,
1.
9, 10,
Yep.
11. Love's light.
Okay, I need to work back to my main chain, most of which is gone, if I'm to be honest. However, just because it's gone doesn't mean it doesn't
1,
exist,
2,
and that I
3,
can't build it back up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ascension. Consider this a gift. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that is going to
4,
counter, so I'm
6,
hoping I get...
7, 8, 9. Enjoy.
Oh, I've been caught on the frame there,
No
and it's topped me out. It's
You will never
2-2.
beat me.
Whoever wins this round goes through. Maybe lag played a part into that, but who knows? Maybe I shouldn't have tried to go for the extra one. Ali's drop set is very kind for stairs. Part of the reason why I do enjoy it a lot.
1,
Of course, that is fortunate for me as I plan to main using Ali in this game. So, you know, her having a drop set, which
1,
is preferable for me, is obviously a boon. Ooh, that nuisance in the middle, getting a bit risky there. I'm going to use this chance to then poke
2,
with a power 2 chain.
1.
He's taking that hit rather than trying to
1,
build up fever.
1.
Both players calculating their moves. It's another power 2 harass from me. Void very much still deciding to receive the garbage.
1,
No one's setting off their main chains yet. Another 2 chain poke from me.
1,
And I'm going to keep up the pressure, as you might accept. It's all about pressure, conditioning your opponent to try and make them make a mistake.
1, 2.
Oh, I'm going to dummy a main chain, but it's actually just going to be a 4 chain. He's noticed in time set off his main chain. I, in the meantime, have just eliminated myself to the loser's bracket. Unfortunate placement there for me, and I've just put myself down to the loser's bracket. 3-2 to Void. Unfortunate. Alright, that is 3-2 to Void, and I am put down to these losers bracket. Okay. Down I go, and I'm in losers round 6. I may potentially be going against Yoshi. Oh dear. Was a lovely match. Oops, wrong button. It's L to refresh, not R. Don't mind that. Okay. Whoops. Uh-huh. We are now organizing to spectate Void versus Acliff in the semi-finals. Very exciting. Quickly going over the rule set. Okay, the room is up. We wait for Acliff to join the room, then I will join as player 3 as the hashtag AliCam. So let us keep refreshing till it says 2 of 3. Let's see. Okay, so we've got Void versus Acliff Tag, Brazil versus Taiwan. We are ready to start. Void we saw was #1 in the world.
Love conquers all.
Aside from the messed up ones.
Ha! So be it.
My name is Ciel.
Oh, Void having some fun, almost going to yellow team. Alright, semi-finals are still 1st to 3. So here we go, hashtag AliCam in the chat, it is back. Both players look to be going with GTR. We've got Rafina's Puyo 15 theme again. Variety in the music.
1.
One.
1.
2.
1.
I see now.
Ow! 1.
1. 2. 3.
Seems that Acliff is going with a
Four.
full chain. It's only a 6 chain.
2.
Void's got their full chain, but it seems to split in half. Power 4 to power 5. It does counter, and Acliff gets hit with the garbage.
1.
The winner of this goes on to winners finals. And to say it now, the losers final, winners finals, and grand finals will be 1st to 5s rather than 1st to 3.
1.
Acliff's got a lovely chain through their garbage here though.
Mercy by you.
Void's made it into fever mode. But a 6 chain from Akliv.
1.
1, 2,
Akliv's looking for a lot of yellows there.
5,
See if
6,
he gets the big Puyo, makes that into a yellow. And sets off their chain.
1,
A 3 chain, 4 chain,
5
5 chain,
6
6 chain, power 7 into an 8.
Elemental Delange.
Overpowers
1,
Void, but Void can make it into fever mode
1,
with just one more counter. Is he going to
1.
extend? He's going to try. He's going to wait for the big Puyo, make that
1,
red indeed.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ascension. Consider this a gift.
It might be possible for Void to
1,
get the full
2,
counter
3,
at this
4,
point.
1,
5,
2,
6, 7,
3,
Oh,
8,
4,
9.
a lovely chain from Akliv. A perfect
7.
counter from Void, but Akliv's got
8.
a lovely power 9
9.
into a 10 chain.
Bouclier Delange.
1.
And Void does not have any answers to that.
Cannot be.
It is
All
1-0
according to
to Void.
calculations.
That, not Void, Akliv. That was the first round, folks. Hashtag Alicam.
I'm no match.
Both players once again setting up GTRs. It seems I've been one of the few reps for stairs.
1.
Void
2.
looking confused as to where they place
I
their
see
piece.
now.
Seems like, are they going to force their chain? No, they're going to take the garbage.
1.
1,
1.
It's going to build up their
2.
army of ones.
I see
Akliv
now.
pressing with a 3 chain.
2,
Void's answering back with a 2 chain and some extra offsets. Going to try and build up Weaver maybe? No, he's going to keep his reds there. Going to use the Nuisance that fell as an extension. Is he going to try and go for the greens? He's weighing the risk. Left open for the blues just in case.
1.
He is now very much
1.
committed to that. I don't think that was a good idea. Takes the garbage. Can he rotate over? No, he can't. Both hidden rolls are blocked. And he gets topped out early.
All according to calculations.
And that is 2-0 to Akliv. And this is match point for Akliv.
1. I'm no match. 1.
1.
Akliv going for a GTR. Void going for a 2-2 stairs with a bit of an L-shaped sandwich transition to the second floor.
1.
Not committing to having a full chain ready. Looks to like he
1.
wants to be able to poke at Akliv. Oh, but gets his poke blocked.
1.
Clears it up with the yellows, and that
This doesn't add
tops
up.
out
You will
Akliv.
never
The
beat me.
laser guided usage from that 1 chain. Unfortunate. It's 2-1. Can Void stage a comeback? Last time he was 2-1 down, he won. That was against me.
I'm no
1.
match.
Void seems to be going for a 2-2 stairs into L shape again. No, he's going just
1.
L shape into a final 2-2 stairs fold tail.
1.
And the fold being that the reds will fall after the greens to connect. Looks to be
1.
trying to build his transition now. The double blues and the green. Still needs a green up there unless he wants to
1.
harass with that. And try and dummy a
1.
main chain. A power 2 from Akliv, but he's topped
doesn't
out.
add up.
Akliv's
You
topped
will
himself
never
out.
beat me.
It's 2-2. Void is back in this. absolute shock and horror right now we're seeing. Void making a comeback, as Active has been topped out, unfortunately, twice now. The second time by his own mistake. Active has spotted the all clear, going for the all clear.
Problem solved.
Is lucky to extend.
1,
Gets an easy extend with a big
2,
Puyo, then a yellow.
3,
Turns out from a 4 chain
4,
to a 6 chain.
5.
Pressures
Untold delivered.
Void, who is still looking for reds and doesn't get any. And that is it. Active manages to save
According
it.
to calculations.
Still win 3-2. Active is the winner and goes through to winners finals. Absolute scenes we've seen. Haha. That is 3 to Aclive, 2 to Void. Aclive through to the... Okay, a bit of error from myself here. It's supposed to be a first to 5. Oop. The screen resolution's gone all funny. There we go, let's get that back. Okay. Okay, and who else? Okay, just handling bracket. Wait for Active to join back that room. Apologies, as I knew winners finals, grand finals, and lose finals had to be first to 5s. However, Challenge labeled it as a semi-final. So that is my honest mistake there. Alright, Aclive's in, just been told. Okay, we have the organized again. Alright, so Void, Aclive needs to win 2, Void needs to win 3. Apologies for the bit of a blunder here. That is completely on me. So yes, Aclive needs to win 2, Void needs to win 3, just to reiterate. As the current score is 3-2 to Aclive.
1.
It seems Void's transition has been blocked off, but he's turned it into a lovely power 2 into the rest of his chain. It is a nice, quick, early 7 chain. Aclive has to set off his main chain.
1, 2.
It's a bit
3,
messy, but the greens will lick into a power with the reds and the yellows.
Penal.
That is a strong 5 chain, but it isn't quite enough.
3.
But he will get fever mode. Void gets an all clear,
Contingencies.
and that will give him a nice 4 chain to work off and try and extend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All within
Okay,
projection.
Arclave has counted, and Void has set off their built-up chain. A lovely power 6 there sends
1,
30, 60, 68 garbage.
1,
Arclave trying to build up fever has reduced it now to just 64 garbage.
1.
Still going, might get fever mode here, and will do with the blues. Gets back into fever mode.
1.
However, he's got to watch out as Void is
1,
building back up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
2,
7.
3.
All within projection. 9, 10.
Enjoy.
Void tried to put on pressure,
Mercy for you.
but that has been enough to get him into fever.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, manages to extend his chain.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Arclave with an all clear 12 chain in his fever. And, ooh,
This cannot be.
All according to calculations.
okay. And so now Arclave is on the real match point.
I'm no match.
1.
Once again with GTR from Arclave. And a sort of L shape from Void.
1.
1,
Arclave's going to poke.
2,
1.
1, 2. I see now.
1. 2.
They're just poking at each other.
1.
1,
1.
2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Lovely power 8 chain from Arclave.
2. 3. 4. 5. Cataclysm! No mercy for you!
Alright. Looking to extend the chain.
1. 2.
Manages to extend his
3.
fever chain.
4.
1,
Devastation! Consider this a gift! This cannot be!
all according to calculations.
Alright, and that is the win for Arclave there. Apologies for the slight lack of commentary in that round. So the final score that is 5-2 to Arclave.
I'm no match. All according to calculations.
Now next up is alright. Okay. We are going to edit the score, so that is 5-2. There we go. Now I am against Dormy. Oops. I will make room for me and Dormy. As a quick check, this is not losers finals. Void Pointers is in losers finals, so this is a first of 3. Oops. I have let Dormy know that the room is up. whilst we are waiting for Darmy to arrive, for anyone new that has just tuned in, this is the PuyoGB Open Champions FIFA Tournament, hashtag PGB Open, if you want to tweet about it. This is to celebrate the release of Puyo Puyo Champions internationally. It has just released today, May 7th, 2019. Oh, greetings from Brazil. Thank you for the very nice chat message there. PuyoGB, we are the official community for Puyo Puyo in Great Britain, officially recognized by Sega, and we help do events with them. Right now, I am streaming this on Twitch, YouTube, and Steam. For those watching on Steam, I'd recommend to watch on Twitch or YouTube, as your chat messages will show up in the side. I am WizKidWaz. I am okay. Okay, just quickly managing some bracket stuff. Darmy is still missing. He was around. I know that for sure. Anyhow, yes, I am WizKidWaz. I am right now currently seeded as #1 Puyo Puyo player in Britain after I won the Pro League Season 2. Oops, sorry, I bumped my mic. After winning Season 2 of the PuyoGB Pro League. The PuyoGB Pro League is a regular occurrence that basically handles the seeding for all the British players. For non-British players are allowed to enter, but they are not considered for seeding in terms of Britain itself. Appears Darmy is playing ranked between matches, so we'll wait for Darmy to finish. I have given him enough pokes on Discord, which is very fun. Yep, he's just said. Normally you'll see Blue Hair K, who is the chairman of PuyoGB, streaming these matches. However, he is unavailable. He's on a nice family trip to Italy, and we hope he's having a good time. But it seems Darmy is here, so let's go.
Love conquers all. La-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ooh, nice Grimptown music from Puyo Puyo Chronicle. If there's one thing I could say about this game, I do wish there were a few more songs from Puyo Chronicle in the game. But that's me being slightly biased, as Puyo Chronicle has my favorite soundtrack of any Puyo game. So you'd imagine I might be pushing for more from that game.
One, two, three, four.
I've made a mistake in my build, haven't I?
6, 7, 8. Have an encore. 1.
Yep, first round is going to go to Darmy, as I made a mess of my build.
No match. Do re mi.
I guess I'm still slightly shaken after my loss against Void Pointers after that went down, unfortunately.
1. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Such harmony. 1.
An 8 chain from Darmy, whilst I'm still rolling around here with a 4 chain.
Time to shine.
I'm going to need a lot here.
2, 3, 3, 4. Star Rain! This is amazing! 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4.
Dormy's keeping the pressure up.
This is amazing! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brave heart!
I can clear the yellows, and that's about it. Round 2 also goes to Dormy. I'm in danger of being 3-0'd and eliminated here,
I'm no match. Do-re-mi!
which will again be unfortunate. Trying a different approach. Let's do what everyone else has been doing and do a bit of GTR. If Blue Hair K would be here, he'd be singing GTR, 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 GTR.
One, 2.
Simple 2-chain poke from Dormy there. Dormy playing Harpy, who literally says Dormy.
3,
That is a full chain from Dormy.
5, 6.
And I will answer in return.
2,
Oh, a huge power 9
5,
chain from Dormy. That was 20 Puyo.
8.
I've got a 10 chain, but that won't counter.
Time to shine. 1,
Ooh, I've made a bit of an error here, but okay, I've got the pieces to fix it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna have to, but I don't have anything I can do. I've been 3-0'd and eliminated everyone. And that is it. The seeded #1 in Britain has gone down. And Dormy moves on with a convincing 3-0 win. So for the rest of the stream, I will simply be spectating matches. And it seems like the next match to go on is Dormy versus Rory the Fiend. Rory the Fiend, the last British player still left. Every match from now on. We are currently now setting up Dormy versus Rory the Fiend, which will be the losers semis. The winner of that goes on to the losers finals versus Void Pointers Hertz, and the winner of that will go face Akliv in the grand finals. This technically sees me as joint 5th with Noobnot. Alright. Let's refresh. 2 out of 3. There we go. Rory the Fiend, the last British survivor, versus Dormy from France. When players are ready to start, let's go. We'll have the hashtag AliCam as always.
Love conquers all. It's my turn.
Both players having a bit of fun and pretending to go on my team. I mean, you could team up with the AliCam if you want. Ooh, fitting music. Final of Puyo 2. Rory the Fiend going with stairs. Hashtag stairs hype from Rory the Fiend. Flying the flag strong for Great Britain. Whereas Dormy is going with GTR.
1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Such hard.
A 7 chain from Dormy to kick things off.
3, 4,
Rory answering back with a 7 chain of his own.
Take that! Here I go! 1. Oh no!
Rory has stated that he does have a few issues with fever mode lagging on his machine. So if you see bouts of lag, that is the reason why. However, it doesn't seem to be affecting either player too much.
1, 2,
Ooh,
3,
Darmy taking the garbage, but not out.
5.
Might be able to get enough to be able to get the last 2 he needs. No, unable to.
Do-re-mi.
And Rory takes round 1. Just to clear things up, this is still a first to 3. But the winner of this will move on to fight Void in the losers final, and that will be a first to 5.
I'm no match.
Okay. Darmy going with a slightly unorthodox method, trying to make it work.
1. 1. 1. 1. 2. 3. 4.
Rory firing off.
6. 1. 7. 8.
Lovely 9 chain from Rory.
3.
Rory the Fiend, the winner of Season 1 of the PuyoGB Pro League.
Such harmony of the music.
Darmy's chain cut into a 7 chain. Into fever mode now. So yeah, Rory the Fiend is very much a pro player and one of Britain's best.
1. 2. 3. La la la. 4. 5. 1. 2. Judgment. 1. 2.
Darmy trying to get back into fever mode but doesn't have the pieces for it. And down he goes, it is 2-0 to Rory. And Rory is 1 away from 3-0ing Darmy and moving on to losers finals. Hashtag AliCam.
I'm no match. 1. 2.
Ooh, a huge power chain there from Darmy. And Rory is immediately on the back foot, having to counter that using up their chain and taking a lot of garbage. Rory is behind. That was an amazing surprise attack from Darmy, and it's worked fantastically for him.
1.
Darmy applying the pressure, but Rory has got a chain here. A nice 4 chain, power 4 chain.
Storm.
And Darmy does not have an answer for that. He's topped out. It is 3-0. Rory the Fiend goes through to losers final. Oh my goodness, Darmy is eliminated. Rory the Fiend still going. Congratulations to Rory the Fiend. Okay. A shock result in a way. Maybe lag was the cause. Both players saying that there was... If both players want to try a rematch, I will let it happen. Final say on the rematch does go to Rory as he is the winner. If both agree that lag was bad. Okay. It seems that Dormy has instead conceded and will not be doing the rematch. Rory's winner 3-0 stays. And next matchup is Void versus Rory. Alright, so we have Void versus Rory. 3-player room so that I can spectate. First to 5 as it is Losers Finals. The winner of Losers Finals will go against Akliv in Grand Finals. How wonderful. How tense. Right, as Void quickly BRBs. Okay, as we're waiting for Void to return, I'd like to remind everyone that PuyoGB does have events going around. On August 31st to September 1st, we will be at a Celtic Throwdown, that is in Ireland. We will be hosting 2 tournaments, a swap mode tournament in Puyo Puyo Tetris, and a Puyo only tournament in Puyo Puyo Champions. Art on this poster done by the lovely Crumptain. Does the art for a lot of our process. We really appreciate his work. Love you, man. But if you want something that's more close by, let's go overseas to France for Stunfest. Bioman.fr have been working with PuyoGB and also Sega to organize an official event with a €1,500 prize pot in Puyo Puyo Champions. And that is €2 entry, it seems. 32 slots, PS4. There is going to be a 3-day booth to try out the game. You want to hurry counter your way to the finals. The European gathering for Puyo lovers. And that is at Stunfest, 18th of May. Very soon. Now, of course, if you're interested in any of those 2 events, you might want to practice some Puyo, get yourself into the game. And the game we're playing in right now is Puyo Puyo Champions. Here is the Steam page. It is released for Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC on Steam, as you can see. It is £7.99 in the UK, €8.99 in Europe, and $9.99 in America. Okay. It seems the room is ready. So if both players want to try a rematch, I will let it. There we go. There we go. Let me switch back to the game. There we are. Whoops. Wrong button. I keep thinking R is refresh. Okay. There we are. That is the room I need to join. And ready when they are. Void from Brazil, Rory still flying the flag for Britain.
Love conquers all.
So be it.
Ooh, Rulu's theme from Puyo Puyo 15th anniversary. A very fitting theme for the Losers Finals. Let's go.
1.
Oops. Luckily that did not send any nuisance.
Match.
Rory going with stairs, Void going for the L shape.
1.
1. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Void sets off their main chain.
6,
Rory answers with his main chain.
8. Ascension.
A 9 chain from Void.
5.
1.
6. 7.
And a power 8 from Rory into fever mode. Still has 40 garbage hanging over his head. Looking for yellows to make that extension work. And the greens. Ooh, he's broken his extension with the yellows there. Unfortunate. Still a power 5 to stick. Still bigger than it was before. Still counters. Void activates the full chain. But however, there wasn't enough garbage to fully counter. So they're not going to build up their fever. And Rory's got their chain off. Cuts it though. But still might just reduce it to just a 20 garbage. Could take the hit. Void would have had a major advantage if he was able to be in fever mode.
1, 2, 3.
Huge power change from Void, but Rory gets the pieces he needs.
2, 3, 4. Mind blast.
A 5 chain.
1.
Mind you to keep stalling and still needs one more, but enough nuisance to top him out.
You will never beat me.
Void takes round 1. A reminder, as this is loser's final, this is a first to 5.
I'm no match.
1. One.
1.
Okay. Once again, both players. Oh, Void's actually gone for a GTR. I missed that.
1,
But I caught in time.
2,
Big power chain. Oh, it's full chain from
4,
Void.
5,
Rory is dancing around. Needs
7.
to free up his
8.
greens, his yellows.
Ascension.
Just backs off and go uses his blue for his chain trigger.
4. 5.
Can he counter? He's got fever mode.
7. 8. 9.
A 10 chain is going to counter.
Here I go.
1, 2. Disaster.
And now
1.
Void is trying to build up fever mode. Void's in fever mode as well. Both players in fever mode.
mercy for you.
1. 2.
This is interesting.
3. 4. 5.
A lovely extension to an 8 chain from Rory. And that's sending into Void's fever tray, so he can't extend further. He has to set up his chain as
2,
is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
However, that is a very nice 8 chain extension.
Consider this a gift.
And he had more time as
2, 3.
whenever your opponent
4.
offsets your garbage, you gain an extra second.
6, 7, 8.
1.
Ascension.
So-
Consider this a gift.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, unfortunate. That hasn't fully counted.
6,
Is it
7,
over for Rory?
8,
It is.
9. Ascension.
Void
You
goes
will
up
never
2 to
beat
0.
me.
Hashtag Alicam.
I'm no match.
1,
But Ali, you are a perfect match for the Echolocam we had in Puyo Tetris.
1, 1.
Rory going for a very interesting chain, trying to link the
One.
greens into the yellows then the reds. He will need an extra red, but he's seen it. Got it to work. This is going to be a lovely chain from Rory.
3. 4. 5.
This is quite top
One.
notch, and Void has a
Two.
very strong looking chain as well.
Three.
This is a mega round. It is a 12 chain from Rory.
7, 8,
Bio-N. from the mascot herself. It's a power 10 into an 11 from Void. Leaves only 40 garbage left, and Void is in fever mode.
4. Devastation! Consider this a gift.
2.
A power 3 into a 4, trying to keep the pressure up.
4. 5. Cataclysm! Consider this a gift. Ow!
1.
Ooh, doesn't get the big Puyo in time.
1.
Can't set off the chain when he was forced to take the garbage. He's down, but he's not out. There's definitely room for a comeback. Both players are essentially in a neutral state. That garbage Puyo is actually going to help Rory, as it helps raise his extension a little bit. He's got it ready with the yellows. He could set off his chain now if he felt. He's going to keep it going.
1.
Void playing a risky game here.
1.
He just needs, he's looking for yellows. He's got the yellows. Rory's blocked off. He needs
1. 2.
he needs the yellow. He's got it. This is another mega chain for Rory, but his yellows are going to cut actually.
2.
It's going to only be a power 6, but it's much more than anything Void had.
1.
Void now has to try and claw into fever mode. Is he going to be able to? No, the green's not going to work it out for him. And Void is down. Rory takes his first point of the set. It is 2-1.
Victory!
One thing to note is that Arl has what we call the classic drop set.
I know.
Her drop set does not feature any 3 or 4 Puyo whatsoever. It is the closest to just playing Puyo 2. Many players do prefer that because it is a piece that they're familiar with. However, it does have the drawback of not having the 3 or 4 Puyo, which can come really clutch sometimes. Especially the 4 Puyo, which can be any color you set it to be.
4. 5. 6.
A lovely power 8, sorry, from Void, and Roy just has nothing at all. And that is a quick win. That is 3-1 to Void. Alright, GG off of Void, stairs still from Rory. A lovely tail that we can see from Void there. And also a nice tail from Rory. Is he gonna try and make the yellow part of his tail? He does. And that will connect with the reds as well. Both players with lovely chains here. They're setting them off. It's like watching 2 avalanches fall. Power 9 into a power 10 from Rory. And it is a straight 11 chain from Void. And that almost counts as only 24 garbage. Made 25 by the 1 chain from Rory. And into fever mode, Void goes. Let's try to extend. He's not going to fish for a red on top of the greens. Instead, setting off what he has, it's going to be a power 7 in his fever mode. But Rory has come up with a GTR here.
3. 4.
And it's going to link into the yellows. With the greens and the blues, a very strong 8 chain from Rory. Nice retaliation. He's only 1 away from fever as well.
2.
Void going with a power 2 to a power 3. But that hasn't left him much substance. Oh, but he's able to keep the blues. And that's giving him access to the yellows, the big Puyo. And he can pop the yellows, but it's not going to be enough for his fever. He notices that, just pops it out to get to the next round faster. 3-2 to Void still. But Rory's now on 2 points. This is anyone's game. This is far from over. The winner of this game goes into grand finals against Akliv. and has to win 2 sets against Akliv if they want to be the champion. Whereas Akliv only has to win 1 set due to being on the winner's side. It's a bit of an uphill climb, but both players showing that they have the mental that they could do this. Void has already lost to Akliv, but that really doesn't mean anything. He could still stage a lovely run back.
2. Disaster.
3 chain pokes from both players. Just neutralizing any garbage sets. Actually, 1 garbage to Rory.
1.
Rory fishing for reds. He gets the reds he needs. Sets off his chain.
2.
Has got a lovely tail there. Lovely power tail. Oh, but it's blue's cut.
2.
And Void has noticed.
4.
But Void's red's cut.
Enjoy. No mercy for you.
And Rory didn't notice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Devastation! Consider this a gift.
Void in fever mode. Rory is also going to get fever mode from this.
3, 4, 5.
It's a straight up battle in fever mode now.
Cataclysm! Consider this a gift.
Looking to extend with the blues.
1, 2,
Yep, simple
3,
1 extension
4,
from Rory.
5, 6. Cataclysm!
We'll have some lingering nuisance. Can take it though with this chain setup. Takes it and then sets off the greens.
2.
That is an easy extension. That will be an 8 chain. This should counter the garbage above him and send it. Void notices and has got his blues ready. Rory still needs to dig down back to his main chain,
3,
but gets the good
4.
pieces for it. But these greens now
Enjoy.
is getting greens and is able to set off his chain now with the yellows.
1.
He's dug back down to his stairs.
3. 4.
Lovely stuff from both players. Power 6 into a 7 chain, into an 8, into a 9.
2,
Lovely chain from Rory, and back into fever mode as well. A huge power 5 into a 6 from Void though, also back in fever mode. And Akliv, not Akliv, Void has an all clear with an extension.
3.
Rory is onto a 10 chain. Is he going to try to extend with the blues? Yes, he is.
6.
Now fishing for blues.
7.
Oh, he's going to try and extend further with the reds.
Ascension. Consider this a gift.
1. 2.
Extends with the reds, but does cut his chain. But also Void is forced to cut their chain as well. Power 10 into an 11 for Rory. And just a 10 for Void, but Void still got extra fever time. Rory is out of fever and must continue building. Void cannot extend now though.
Ascension. What?
But he gets the right pieces out of his chain. No! He doesn't start his chain, tries to extend, forgets he has garbage above him. It's a tie game, 3-3. This really is anyone's game. Alright, GTR and Stairs
No match.
to Void and Rory respectively.
1.
1. 1.
1. 1.
1. Looking to use the yellows to extend his chain.
1.
Is he just going to set off with the yellows? He does, but he does cut his reds a little bit. That's going to reduce his chain by 1.
5.
Void looking to extend with the reds, maybe? Oh, I believe he missed up there with the green. And that's killed him. It is 4-3 to Rory. Rory's on match point.
Victory!
A devastating mistake from Void there. Oh, it seems you've hit quite a lot of lag all of a sudden. Oh dear. That is unfortunate. Well, what we have to do is just reopen the room, continue from 4-3. Rory will only need one win. And Void will need 2 wins. The win count of the room will be set to 2, as that is the most amount of wins needed. In the meantime, I can look in chat. Russian Scythe, hello? Alright. Seems that Rory's still reporting lag as well. Though he did say that would be from his end. The room is back up. So let's go back in. There we go.
Love conquers all.
There we are. We're just waiting on both players now. Oh, we seem to have an issue. Yep. Oh dear, oh dear. Unfortunate. Seems we've hit a bunch of connection issues, which is they may be from Void's end. Who knows? Void's not responding in the Discord. In the meantime, whilst we sort out connection issues, this is the PuyoGB Open Champions FIFA Tournament, hashtag PGB Open if you want to tweet about it. We are currently in losers finals. The current score before disconnect is 4 to Rory the Fiend and 3 to Void. The winner of this goes to face Akliv in the grand finals. Woo! And this event is hosted, of course, by us, PuyoGB, to commemorate the release of Puyo Puyo Champions worldwide. Puyo Puyo Champions is available on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Here you see the Steam page. It's £7.99 if you're in the UK, €8.99 in the in Europe, and $9.99 in the USA. Appears both players are ready again, so let's get back into it. Okay, we've got another 0-second timer,
Conquers all.
which is unfortunate again. We will give it one more try. If not, then we'll have to have this off stream, which is unfortunate, but that is how it will be. But first, we give it one more try. We're waiting for Void to join the room first before I do. I've been given the go-ahead. It's a bit of a delay here. Does not bode well. Oh dear. It seems we'll have to go on without me. We can try having Void host the room and see if that makes a difference. Points at someone's internet, stop this. We have been live for over 2 hours and I've only dropped 123 frames, which is very impressive considering I'm running 2 streams at once. Because I am also streaming this on Steam. Of course, those watching on Steam, I'd recommend you shift to either PuyoGB's YouTube or PuyoGB's Twitch, as anything you chat in those two will appear on stream, and also you get our lovely PuyoGB display. Alright. We are trying it out with Void hosting. That seems to be better. Yep, it's worked.
So be it.
Love conquers all. It's my turn.
It has worked. So now Void is player 1 on the far left and Rory is player 2 in the middle. And we are going on. We are continuing from the last score. It was 4 to Rory the Fiend, 3 to Void. We have now got one of the Tyson themes from Puyo's Puyo 7.
I'm no match.
1.
GTR from Void. Stairs from Rory. Rory with the potential to do a transition that I very much enjoy.
1.
As you know, those yellows would break his chain.
1. 1.
Rory looks to apply pressure, free up space for his chain.
1. Ow!
Looking to clear the reds to get his yellow set in place so that it doesn't cut.
1, 2,
1.
Rory's setting off his full chain. It's a 6
One.
chain, but
2.
Void has got his full chain
3.
off, and it's much larger than a 6 chain.
5.
He's also built up his fever gauge.
7.
It's a
8.
lovely 10 chain from Void.
Ascension. No mercy for you.
2.
Rory building up a power 2 into a 3 chain,
Roll.
but he's got nothing.
Hey, stop.
Oh dear.
Hey,
1.
It is 4-4.
3.
Losers
4,
final goes down to the
5,
very last
6,
point. It's match
7.
point
You
for
will
both
never
players.
beat me.
This is absolutely crazy. This is what Puyo is about. Supremely close sets between the highest level of players.
I'm no match.
Both players going with the same forms as last round. Stairs for Rory, GTR for Void. I keep almost saying Ackcliffe.
1.
Ackcliffe is simply waiting in the grand finals, waiting to see who his mighty challenger will be. A lovely transition to the 3rd floor for Rory. He's going to set up his chain. He's not going to try and extend it any further. Doesn't want to run that risk maybe, as this is the final round. He can't risk anything here.
6,
1.
7,
2.
8.
Void answering in return. An 11 chain from Rory.
6.
Lovely from Rory.
7. 8.
A lovely tail from Void makes it a 10 chain as well. And he's in fever mode with only 66 garbage to counter. 67 with that extra 1 chain. But that falls in the fever mode, so back to 66 garbage.
2.
Makes an easy extension for a power 5 chain.
4. Devastation.
Brings it
Consider
down to
this
just
a gift.
33 garbage. Rory is going to keep the pressure on with a power 3 into a 5.
4. Mind blast.
1.
Void's getting his chain off still.
3.
Well, that's setting enough
4.
garbage, so that way this chain
5.
might not counter.
6.
7 chain, no it isn't. 14 garbage left. Takes the hit. He can. That's not too much of a big deal. Rory's attacking immediately with a 3 chain. Sending 2 rows of garbage.
1.
However, it's not bothering Void too much. Still has access to his main chain.
3.
Oh, Void almost accidentally tops himself out.
1.
And a 4 chain from Rory is met with a power 4 chain from Void.
Enjoy.
But Rory kicks back with a 2 chain that will send the residual and build up his fever gauge as well. It's a real back and forth battle for the final round between the two. This is great. It's not one and done. This is a long battle. 4 chain attack
2.
from Rory, but a powerful 2 and 3 chain from Void gets them into fever mode. And they have a strong fever mode as well.
1.
Rory is
2.
needs
3,
4 offsets for a fever
4,
mode, but he can get that. He has the chain for it.
6.
Is he gonna fish for the
7,
green? He is. He gets the
8.
green. He's waiting for the chain to finish,
Consider this a gift.
and the chain finishes.
1.
Sets his yellow in the right place,
3.
and his green.
4.
A power 4 into a 5 chain.
7. 8.
And Roy, this is his first fever, whilst Void has got a much more powerful fever. Though Rory does have a full 30 seconds. This is going to have to be legendary. Void is still in fever mode, so he can send garbage to Rory's fever mode. And he gets his fever chain as well. This is going to be very hard for Rory. This might be the end. I think Void is sealing the win.
5. 6. 7. 8. 9.
Rory going for as many extensions as he can.
11.
I personally would have placed the yellow on top of the red, then the
3. 4.
green. A lovely extension by Rory. It cuts at the 8 though,
Yes.
but it's still bigger than the chain he had originally. So is he going to set off the chain?
1.
Is he going to go down fighting? He's going to go down swinging.
2.
That's a good attitude.
1.
5.
However, it's over for Rory.
2.
And the winner of the losers finals is Void.
Uh-oh.
You will never beat me.
So Void advances back into grand finals where he must face Akliv again. A really close game and a very tense final round. Lovely stuff from both players. Rory the Fiend finishes in 3rd place. And now we have Akliv versus Void again for the final. Alright, so as the grand final stands, it's Akliv versus Void. Akliv is in winner's bracket and therefore only needs to win 1 set to win the tournament. Void, coming from loser's bracket, needs to win 2 sets in order to win. That's how it works. It's 1st to 5. And the resolution's got all weird. Hold on. Bam. There we go. Fixed. We're waiting for Void or Akliv to create the room. Alright, Akliv has asked Void to make the room. So we shall wait on Void. Whilst the room is being prepared, whilst we have this PuyoGB open, and this is an online event, we also do offline events. Coming up in August 31st to September 1st in Ireland, we're at Celtic Throwdown. We'll be having a swap tournament in Puyo Puyo Tetris and a Puyo tournament in Puyo Puyo Champions. Art here is done by the lovely Crumpton. He does most of the art for our posters. So we really appreciate his work. But if you want something more recent and maybe, I don't know, maybe you can't make it to Ireland, maybe you can make it overseas to France for Stunfest. PuyoGB has been working with BioWare.fr and Sega to create a Puyo Puyo Champion with a €1,500 prize pot. That is on 18th of May. That is 32 slots, PS4 version of Puyo Puyo Champions. And that will be an exciting tournament, officially endorsed by Sega. Official Puyo tournament. It is going to have some of France's best and also people coming in from worldwide. Some of Japan's best have taken interest to it, and I believe a few are coming as well. So that will be exciting. It seems they are ready, so let's get back into it. There we are. Brazil versus Taiwan for the finals.
Love conquers all.
Got the hashtag AliCam still.
My name is Ciel.
Ha! So be it.
Alright, everyone stayed as the same characters they have been the entire tournament, so no rules are being broken. Which is good. Oh, we got the Rising Comet for the finals. This is very much known as Lemres's theme. And is a staple of Sega Puyo games. You can't have Sega Puyo without the Rising Comet. A 4-chain poke from Akliv here.
3.
Oh,
1.
and Void does not have an answer for that and gets topped out early.
All according to
Akliv takes an early lead 1-0. Remember, Akliv only has to win one set and he will be champion, as he is still on the winner side. Both players going GTR again, building differently though. Okay, both players now have their transitions ready. Void looking like he's going for a very big power tail. Looking to extend to try and make that power as late in the chain as possible. The later in the chain, the power chain is, the much stronger it is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Looking to use those yellows.
6.
Tries to preserve his greens. No, he's going to sacrifice his greens and yellows in his tail there. And set off the yellows. A tight chain from Akliv. However, I think sacrificing his tail was not a good move, but it's going to be a huge power 8 regardless. However, still over 100 garbage left. And he's only got 18 or so seconds on his initial fever. Looking to extend.
2, 3.
But Akliv is continuing the pressure
6.
with a lovely 6 8 chain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cataclysm!
And that's it for Void. 2-0 to Akliv. Akliv looking strong to take the
According
tournament.
to calculations.
Looking strong to take the tournament.
No match.
Ali is no match. Oops, broke my mic. Sorry about that.
1.
Alright, is Akliv going to use make a big harass? No, he's going to try and search for the yellows to finish his chain. Ooh, but then he's going to break chain. He's got a 3-chain harass there. He's going to go for it.
2.
And excuse me
I
for
see
terminology. It should be poke.
1,
Oh, was Void
2,
topped himself out? No, his
3.
chain is going to save him.
Enjoy!
That's quite the risk, but he knew he would be saved.
7.
There you go, he's fired.
8.
Big power 8, into a power 9, into a 10, 11, all clear, 12 chain
6.
from Void. Absolutely mega stuff from him. Kicking back hard. Akliv only has a 9 chain to answer back there. Absolutely mega. All clear 12 chain.
1, 2, 3.
And Void is keeping the pressure up with the all clear game routine. One of the easier ones to extend, a big power 5 into a power 7 for Akliv, but a 10 chain. And Akliv is just finished. He can make a 2 chain, but he won't have anything to try and get back to Fever.
My calculations.
And Akliv is down. That's 2-1 to Void. An absolutely mega all clear 12 chain to take that round. Surely the hypest moment of this tournament. And I'm a man who goes for stairs hype. Absolutely amazing. Can he repeat that performance in future rounds? Because if he can, he could take this tournament.
1,
1,
1.
1, 2.
2 chain poke from Akliv. He's going to take the hit.
1, 2. I see
3
now.
chain poke from Akliv. Answers back with a 2 chain.
3.
Is fishing for the reds and the blue. Gets the right pieces when Akliv tried to follow up with his main chain. Void has got the right pieces to make his full chain work. And this is going to be mega. A power 7, power 8, power 9. May or may not have been a power 7. I might have falsely stated that. Ooh, he accidentally blocks off his chain start. Wait, can extend? No, he's going to go the other way. That's only a 4 chain though.
2.
Gets a different chain to extend. He can extend this.
1,
Just like that. The greens will not connect. That'll be a 6 chain.
1.
Akliv has made his way to fever mode. He's got a lot of extending to do, but he's immediately on it. Unfazed. He goes.
2.
Gets a quick extension. Makes that into a lovely 7 chain.
6.
Gets an 8 chain as his next chain. Gets an all clear. This is going to give him a huge chain as his next chain. An 11 chain.
4, 5, 6.
And 5 extra seconds on the timer as well.
A foregone conclusion.
He's going to keep the pressure up. Void. Big power 4, power 5. Into a 6 chain. A lot of pressure applied. Akliv though has the 11 chain in his fever. Is that going to counter? Not quite, but he's still in fever mode. And he's unfortunately had to cut his chain, but it will be an all clear, which means he will get a bigger chain next time he gets into fever.
6, 7.
And this will also counter. Void needs 7 counters to get into fever mode. So he's going to calculate this carefully.
1, 2.
He's got 3 counters.
1,
4, 5,
1, 2.
6. He's got 7. He's safe.
1.
He's into fever mode. Can easily extend that. Could use the double res to make an extra extend on the tail, but doesn't go for it.
1.
6.
It's all about time management if you know. Maybe you don't have the time to try and go for that one extra chain. Gets a 9 chain. This should be a 10 chain if my
3.
reading is not correct. This might be a 9 chain actually. My apologies.
7. 8.
Yep. Speaking of 9 chains, a power 9 from Akliv to keep up the pressure.
8.
Void still able to get his chain off here. This will be a 10 chain, but I don't think it will counter an entire mood of nuisance.
9.
If you want a reference for a nuisance, 6 reds is a star and 2 stars are a mood.
1.
So that means 12 reds are 1 mood.
1.
Oh, it seems Void's done. He might not be able to make it. No, it's 3-1 to Akliv.
All according to calculations.
All according to Keikaku. Translated no, Keikaku means plan. Whoops. that won't send the garbage though, so that's fine.
I'm no match.
If for those of you curious, you can set character icons in this game. Void has his set to Evil Popoi, as is his localized name. Ooh, a strong 2-chain poke from Acclave, and Void's gonna follow that up with his main chain. Acclave has Edgar, which is a Puyo Quest original character, and I myself, I have Vafrisol from Puyo Puyo Chronicle.
4, 5,
Alright, Acclave's got his main chain up, is going to be Empower 9 chain.
8.
He's got into Fever mode, he's countered,
Devising
and he's
contingencies.
countered a lot, and that's caught Void, and Acclave is on
According to
championship
calculations.
point. Acclave is 1 away from winning the hashtag PuyoGB Open.
I'm no match.
GTR for both players for what could potentially be the final round of the tournament. Void hoping to stage a comeback now. See if he can get back to winning. If he can pull out another all clear 12 chain, he'll be right in the money.
1.
It even seems that would be a big ask even for him. He showed that he could do it, but can he continue to carry it on?
1, 2, 3.
Both players stay off their main chain. Acclave going a different route, completely bypassing his transition. Has a bigger chain here. Void has a bigger chain. A huge power 9. And Acclave has no answer. This is what Void needs. This is the start of the comeback, maybe.
You will never beat me.
It's 4-2 to Acclave. Acclave's still on championship point, but Void can drag this back. He has made comebacks before. He can make comebacks again. Oh, this is exciting. I am enjoying watching this. I hope you guys are as well, because this is exhilarating Puyo Puyo gameplay. Between the two finest of this tournament, the two that have battled the odds, made it through everyone. In the case of Void, made him run through losers bracket as well.
1.
Alright, a strong 3-chain poke from
I see
Acclave.
now.
Void answers back with a
1,
2-chain.
2.
Takes the hit. He's gonna try and build back down to his chain. Acclave looking to keep the pressure up, maybe. He's building up for that. Gets his chain trigger blocked off. Gonna try and play risky. Gets the blue. Gets caught by the laser guided nuisance. Void, it's 3-4 now. Void is making a comeback. He could get the reset. This isn't over. It isn't over until it's... It isn't over until it's over. It isn't over until Acclave gets 5 wins. And Void's gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
1.
This is exciting scenes.
One.
Void, of course, ranked number 1 in the world, if you do not count the glitched ratings.
1, 2.
He's gonna fire off early.
1.
Power forward to a power 5.
Devastation.
1.
Acclave gets the red. But Acclave doesn't actually have that much of a chain ready. He's only got a 4 chain here.
4.
Oh no, the reds connect. Excuse me, a power 6 into a 7. Excuse me, I did not see that in his chain. Of course, Void has an answer with a 5 chain. It's going to be 1 away for Fever. The double reds will get him into Fever. Both players into Fever. Void with 45 garbage to contend with still.
2, 3, 4.
1. 2.
Acclave using all of his Fever time to try and
4.
build the biggest extension possible. Extends a 5 chain into an 8 chain. Sending over 70 garbage to Void's Fever tray.
3, 4.
Void is just going through the fever. He has to now. He can't try and extend. As the boosters will fall.
This a gift.
Doesn't get yellows. He's going to take the hit though in fever, so leaving only 21 nuisance outside of fever to fall.
1.
He's managed to keep himself in a good position
2.
here. However, a power
3.
4 chain from Akliv is going to put a lot of pressure.
1, 2.
2 chains to try and build up. He gets topped out though. Akliv is the winner. Akliv has won 5 matches. Akliv is the champion for the PuyoGB Open Fever Tournament. Has been won by Akliv. Good games to both. Void was mounting quite the comeback. And this has been a very, very exciting tournament. Your winner, Akliv Tak. The winner of the tournament. Absolutely amazing. Input the scores. That was 5-3 to Akliv. And there we go. That is the tournament concluded. And that's it. The tournament is ended. Congratulations to Akliv. So when we look at the final results, as Challenge will put it, Supreme Champion Akliv, Worthy Adversary Void, Maybe Next Time Rory, 4th place Darmy, 5th place tie is Wizkid Was and Noomnot, and the last of the top 8, 7th place tie between Freak, DJ Star and Yoshi 100. And that is your top 8 for this tournament. It has been a lovely time hosting this. Akliv is the winner of the first Puyo Champions tournament that we have ever hosted. So congratulations once again to Akliv. Of course, those were quite the sets, and you heard me start coughing. I was yelling a bit too much. It was very hype. I think we can all agree, though, Void's 12 chain all clear was the hypest moment of the tournament. That is surely the highlight, the biggest highlight. Because that was simply fantastic. Anyhow, I've been Wizkid Was, hosting for PuyoGB, streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and also Steam. Not as I've said before, normally you'd have Blue Hair K here, but instead you have the wonderful Wizkid Was, the Stairs hype man himself. And the reason for that, K is off in Italy on a family trip. We do wish he's having a good time there. And we are both part of PuyoGB. K is the chairman, that's why he usually does streams. I am a notable player, currently seeded number 1 in Britain after winning the Pro League. Season 2 of our Pro League, which handles our seedings. I myself have been playing Puyo. This month will mark 8 years. K, our chairman, has been going on for 26 now, pretty much. So he's been a long time fan. And we aim now to build the awareness of Puyo Puyo within Great Britain. So we go out, we host online tournaments, but we also go to offline events. One of which coming up in Ireland, August 31st to September 1st, is Celtic Throwdown. We're going to have Puyo Puyo Tetris there with a swap tournament, and Puyo Puyo Champions there with a Puyo Puyo tournament. We've got the lovely poster art done by Crumtain. Does a lot of art for our posters, so we really appreciate his work. If you can't make it down to Ireland, but you can make it down overseas to France, there is Stunfest. BioN.fr have been working in tandem with PuyoGB and Sega to host a Puyo Champions tournament, 32 slots, with a €1,500 bounty. Well, prize part, it's not really a bounty, but it can be classed as a bounty. And it's more fun to think of it that way, don't you agree? But yes, that will be happening 18th of May, so that is only 11 days away from now. So, you know, that's very close by. And many players, even Japanese pros, have declared interest in going. So, you know, that'll be one to watch. And of course, the last day, this is only Puyo Champions, but you can't do much with Puyo Champions if you don't have the game yourself. It released just today worldwide for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. You're looking at the Steam page here. It is £7.99 in the UK, €8.99 in Europe, and $9.99 in America. And so it's very cheap. It is the cheapest Puyo game ever released. And it is a fantastic multiplayer experience. And, you know, it's not just for pros, it's for people of all skill levels. And that's something our community promotes as well. PuyoGB, we welcome players of all skill levels, whether newbies, veterans, you've just been introduced to the video series, or you played like me, Machine, when you were young and want to get back into it. We welcome all kind of players. And Puyo Champions is a good place for everyone to play together, set up matches with their friends, and practice against the AI. We do know there will be an extended tutorial mode in Puyo Champions that will be coming up, and that will be very expansive. There's also on Sega of Europe's Twitter and YouTube page and other social medias, there are tutorial videos that have been done by our very own Blue Hair K, working together with Sega Europe. We are officially recognized as we're officially recognized by Sega as the official British Puyo community. And so if you go onto our Twitter, which if I go back to here, you'll see at PuyoGB in the bottom left, there'll be a pinned link to our Discord server. Feel free to join. You don't have to be British. We have worldwide players. We have a lot of Americans. We have Japanese players. We have Australians. You know, we've got people from Taiwan. A few from within Europe. We have French players as well. So we've got all kinds of people. You don't have to be British. And as of now, we still accept Tetris players from Puyo Puyo Tetris as well. We still support Puyo Puyo Tetris. We support official Sega releases of Puyo Puyo. So that's Puyo Puyo Champions and still Puyo Puyo Tetris. We are not cutting support for the game whatsoever. Though we will host most of our tournaments in Puyo Champions. Like you can see in Celtic Throwdown, we are not cutting support for Puyo Puyo Tetris. We are still hosting swap mode tournaments. So that is all I have to say. It has been an absolutely mega tournament. And it has been a great time commentating this. I'll admit, I was a bit nervous because I've not taken quite this big of an undertaking before for PuyoGB. But I've gotten affirmations that I'm doing a good job. So, you know, it's been great. Thank you everyone in the chat and everyone who watched and everyone who participated as well. We had 26 entrants, and though we had a few no-shows, we still had over 20 people playing in the tournament. Day 1, PC mode, Puyo Puyo Champions, absolutely insane. It's great. And we've got people from everywhere. We had Yoshi 100 from Australia. We had Darmy, who was from France. Obviously, our champion Akle from Taiwan. Void was from Germany, I believe. We had... No, Void was from Brazil, mind you. Noobnot was from Germany. You had me, Rory, a few players from Britain. And we also had Spanish players in the form of Dera. You know, we had people from all over join. And that's how it is. It was the PuyoGB Open. It was open for anyone. And yes, it was open to all skill levels. And we did have people of different skill levels join. And sure, obviously when it's open to everyone, the pros will join. But still, it was a fun experience for everyone. And everyone did get to play in a tournament environment. So it's been a very fun experience. We will do more tournaments like this in the future. Those will most likely be streamed by Blue Hair K. As I know, I'm sure many people are missing his lovely voice and his K-isms. But, you know, I've been WizKidWaz. And I've been streaming for Puyo Puyo GB. And please feel free to check us out on Twitter, join our Discord, consider the events that I've advertised. And obviously, if you don't have the game yet, go get it. It's very cheap, you know. It's a fun Puyo experience for everyone. And so this is the end of the stream. I'd like to say goodbye from PuyoGB. Thanks for watching, everyone.